Did you know that in early 1960s, a 7-year-old boy lost his father to a leopard attack, was betrayed by his own family, watched his mother collapse from grief, and still made it to school every single day? At a time when education was not a right, it was a luxury reserved for those who can afford it. He became the hope of an entire community. 60 years later, millions of people across West Africa still remember his name. His name was Eze Adi, and this is his story. Eze grew up in Onuora, a small Igbo village in eastern Nigeria. No electricity, no running water, no guarantee of anything beyond the next harvest. The sun rose, people worked. The sun set, people rested. And the next day, it started all over again. Children ran barefoot from compound to compound, as if the whole village belonged to them. Life was simple, life was hard. And for a boy like Eze, life was about to get a whole lot harder. Eze was not the tallest boy in the village, not the strongest, not the loudest. But anyone who paid attention could see there was something burning quietly behind his eyes. Every morning, Eze noticed something. A group of children walking down the dusty path, going to school. He would stop whatever he was doing and just watch. Something inside him said, "That is where I belong." But school cost money, and money was something his family did not have easily. His father, Eze Adi, was a farmer with no education. But he was smarter than most educated men, and he had seen what happened to men who could read. His father worked the farm from sunrise to sunset, planting, weeding, harvesting, doing everything a man could do. His mother cooked, cleaned, and kept the home together. Every day was work, so Eze did his part too. He fetched water, he swept the compound, he helped on the farm without being asked. And quietly, he hoped. Then one evening, his father called him outside and looked at him with serious, loving eyes. "Eze, you will go to school." For a moment, Eze did not move. Then the smile came, wide and uncontrollable. The kind of smile you cannot hide even if you try. His mother wiped her eyes. The village looked the same as it always did. But for Eze, the whole world had changed. That night, his mother stayed up late, sewing his uniform by the light of a small lamp. His father sat at the table counting school fees, coin by coin, a small pile, but it was enough. When Eze held his school bag for the first time, it was just a bag. But to him, it meant everything. Tomorrow, the journey begins. A new place, new faces, new challenges, and one boy ready to face all of it. Now, pause here for a second, because I need you to understand what it meant for a boy from Onuora to go to school in that era. This was not normal. Most children in the village did not go to school. Many people did not believe in it. Some thought it was a waste of time. Others thought it would make children forget their roots. Eze was walking into the unknown, the first child from his community to sit in a classroom, to hold a pencil, to open a book. And he loved every second of it. He sat at his desk and absorbed everything. He was bright, he was hungry, he was driven. For a while, things were actually going well, and then life happened. Eze Adi was attacked by a leopard, and he did not survive. The man who built the school, the man who sacrificed everything for his son's education, the man who was Eze's biggest champion, gone, just like that. But before he died, Eze left one instruction: Eze must continue his education. Those were his dying words, his final gift to his son. What happened next will make your blood boil. The uncles came, and instead of honoring Okonkwo's dying wish, they spent everything he had left behind on an elaborate funeral. Palm wine, food, every coin, every resource, gone. Eze's mother got down on her knees and begged them. She reminded them of her husband's last words. She told them the money was for her son's school fees. They looked her in the face and they said no. And just like that, a dead man's final wish for his son was buried alongside him. But it gets worse. When Eze's sister Ulu was married, a bride price of £40 was paid. In that era, that was enough to keep Eze in school for a very long time. Uncle Iwe took every penny, and here is the part that will really get you. Iwe was not just greedy, he was strategic. He wanted his own son to be the first from the community to finish school. Eze was a threat to that plan, and poverty was his weapon. So he took the money and smiled while he did it. Eze's mother fell ill. She collapsed under the weight of losing her husband, being betrayed by his family, and watching her son's future disappear in real time. She could not work. She could not fight. She held on, and Eze, a child, became the man of the house. This is the part of the story that I need you to really sit with. Every morning before school, he was in the garden, planting, weeding, harvesting, whatever he could sell. He cracked palm kernels until his fingers bled and sold them at the market. He went into the bush and set traps for animals, selling the bush meat to bring money home. He was doing everything. Did it affect him? Of course it did. The boy who used to come first in his class dropped to second. And one day, he arrived at the school gate and could not go in. The fees were unpaid, and there was nothing left to pay them with. Eze sat outside that gate and watched other children walk past him into the school that his father had helped build. His teacher, Mr. Okafor, had been watching Eze for a long time. He had seen the exhaustion. He had watched him fall from first to second and understood exactly why, and Mr. Okafor made a decision. He was not going to let this boy disappear. He went to community leaders. He made his case. He refused to stop talking about Eze, and then something remarkable happened. A soldier named Wilberforce Ezilo came home from the Second World War with one clear vision. His village needed education more than anything else. Wilberforce joined Mr. Okafor. Together, they established a scholarship fund for Eze so that Eze would have a way forward. When that scholarship letter arrived, Eze took it straight to his mother's bedside, placed the paper in her hands, and he watched her face shift from the gray of illness to hope. Eze went back to school, and here is where the story gets even more interesting, because Eze, as he got better and smarter, pride crept in. He started looking down on people, acting like education had made him better than the people around him. His father had actually warned him. Before he died, Okonkwo had told his son, "Never let Chinwe beat you in school." Chinwe was a girl in his class, quiet, focused, completely underestimated. And when the Standard 6 results came out, Chinwe came first, not Eze. The whole village knew, and in that moment, the arrogance cracked. Eze sat with that result and learned the lesson that no classroom could have taught him. Intelligence without humility is just a different kind of ignorance. But he passed. He earned his scholarship to continue his education in Onitsha. He became the first child from Ohio to go on to secondary school. He did what his father had dreamed of. When Eze walked back through Ohio, the village watched him. The uncles who took everything, the elders who sided against his mother, they watched him. Eze Adi now carried future, his father's dream fulfilled. Before Eze left for Onitsha, he went to his father's grave, stood there alone, scholarship certificate in his hand, and he said what he needed to say to the man who started it all. Here is what the story of Eze Adi teaches us. Your beginning does not determine your ending. You can feel the full weight of the world saying no, and you can still make it. Eze Adi was 7 years old when his story began. He had a dream, father who believed in him. That is all he needed. If this story moved you, share it right now with one person who needs to hear it, who is wondering if it is worth it. It is worth it. Eze proved that. Subscribe for more stories like this. We will see you in the next one.